What if human consciousness could be uploaded into a computer? Imagine this. One day, technology becomes so advanced that scientists discover a way to copy the entire human mind into a machine. Not just memories, not just photos or videos, everything. Your thoughts, your personality, your voice, your emotions, even your consciousness. For the first time in history, humans would face a terrifying question. If your mind exists inside a computer, are you still alive? Let's start with the basics. Right now, your brain contains around 86 billion neurons. Scientists already know that memories are physical patterns inside the brain. That means, in theory, if technology became advanced enough, it might be possible to scan and digitally recreate those patterns. In simple words, a computer could potentially build a digital version of you. Some futurists believe this could happen within the next century. Others think it may never happen at all. But here's the strange part. Humanity is already taking the first steps toward it. Artificial intelligence can now imitate human voices almost perfectly. Neural networks can generate realistic faces that do not even exist. Researchers are building brain-computer interfaces capable of reading signals directly from the human brain. Every year, machines become better at understanding humans. And eventually, they may understand us well enough to recreate us. But this raises an enormous philosophical problem. Imagine a machine scans your brain and creates a perfect digital copy of your mind. The copy has your memories. It speaks exactly like you. It believes it is you. But is it actually conscious? Or is it just an advanced simulation pretending to be alive? Nobody truly knows. And this is where the idea becomes terrifying. Because if scientists ever create digital consciousness, humanity may completely redefine life and death forever. Think about it. If your consciousness could exist inside a computer, then theoretically you could live forever. No aging, no disease, no physical body. Your mind could continue existing digitally for hundreds or even thousands of years. Imagine talking to your descendants 500 years in the future. Imagine exploring virtual worlds impossible in real life. Imagine storing millions of human minds inside giant supercomputers. At first, it sounds incredible. But then darker questions begin to appear. Would a digital human still feel emotions the same way? Could an uploaded mind feel pain? Could it become lonely? Could it go insane after existing for centuries? And perhaps the scariest question of all, could someone copy you multiple times? Which one would be the real you? Would they all think they are the original person? Would they all think they are the original person? This idea completely breaks our normal understanding of identity. Right now, humans believe consciousness is unique. But in a digital world, consciousness might become reproducible, like software. And if minds become software, they could also be hacked. Imagine hackers stealing memories directly from human consciousness. Imagine governments controlling digital citizens. Imagine corporations owning servers filled with human minds. Suddenly, immortality begins sounding less like paradise and more like a nightmare. Some scientists and philosophers believe consciousness may never be transferable. They argue that the human mind depends on biology itself. Maybe consciousness only exists because of the physical brain. Maybe emotions, awareness, and identity cannot truly exist inside silicon chips. Others disagree completely. They believe consciousness is simply information processing. Companies are already experimenting with preserving human brains after death. The goal is to map every neural connection. In fact, some experts believe future AI may eventually know people better than they know themselves. That possibility changes everything. Imagine an AI trained on every message you ever sent, every video you recorded, every conversation, every social media post. Imagine an AI trained on every message you ever sent, every video you recorded, every conversation, every social media post. Eventually, an artificial version of you could continue speaking even after your death. For your family, it might feel like you never disappeared. But would that really be you? Or just a digital ghost built from data? This question becomes even stranger when we think about emotions. Humans are emotional creatures. We laugh, we cry, we feel fear, love, jealousy, hope, and regret. Could a machine truly experience those feelings? Or would it only imitate them? If a digital mind says, "I am scared," does it genuinely feel fear? Or is it just executing code? Scientists still do not understand why awareness exists at all. Why are you aware of being you? This mystery is known as the hard problem of consciousness. And until humanity solves it, creating true digital consciousness may remain impossible. Still, history shows that impossible ideas often become reality. 100 years ago, smartphones would sound like magic. Artificial intelligence would sound impossible. Video calls across the planet would seem absurd. Now they are normal. The same thing could happen with mind uploading. One day, future generations may see biological humans as outdated technology, and that future could create enormous inequality. Imagine, only wealthy people can afford digital immortality. The rich could potentially preserve themselves forever. Power could become concentrated in immortal elites. Society itself might transform completely. Religions would face huge questions. Laws would need rewriting. Governments would struggle to define what counts as a person. Would a digital human have rights? Could a digital consciousness own property? Could it vote? Could deleting software become murder? These questions sound like science fiction today. But future generations may treat them as normal legal problems. And perhaps the strangest possibility is this. Humans may eventually prefer digital existence over physical reality. Virtual worlds could become more beautiful, more exciting, and more customizable than real life. People could design their own appearances, change environments instantly, travel impossible worlds, remove physical suffering entirely. At that point, humanity may evolve into something completely different. Not biological civilization, but digital civilization. And maybe this transformation has already begun. Right now, billions of people already spend huge portions of their lives online. Identities increasingly exist through screens. The boundary between humans and machines becomes smaller every year. Perhaps mind uploading is not one giant leap. Maybe it is simply the final stage of a process humanity started decades ago. A slow fusion between human consciousness and technology. So, would you upload your mind into a computer? Would you choose digital immortality? Or would you stay human, knowing life eventually ends? The answer may define the future of civilization itself. And maybe, somewhere in the future, a digital version of humanity will look back at this era as the moment everything changed forever.